was funny because after the last election, I was delighted that we had, I think, 35% of Edmontonians vote for our party, which is, at the federal level, enough to win a majority government when you think about it. And so we have a different political structure in Alberta now because it's essentially become a two-party system. Mm-hmm. And so when we've had split votes in the past and more parties, it's been easier for conservative parties to win more seats. But we just have to do the work of identifying the issues that matter more in the Edmonton area than anywhere else. It's a unique culture. It's got unique priorities, and it wants, and we have to work with the elected officials at the municipal level and business leaders to identify those things that matter. So that's why we've invested in all of the major institutions here, Northwest College and Grant MacEwan and University of Alberta. It's why we've supported LRT. It's why we supported the business community in wanting the expansion of the events center space. It's why we've supported the city in working with them on a navigation center and encampments and more shelter spaces. It's why we've put a priority on working on making sure Royal Alex has a great patient experience and that we're putting patients in the right place, because we've got a lot of alternative level of care patients in Royal Alex. So we're tailoring solutions to Edmonton that might not exist in other parts of the province. And that's what you have to do. It's you pass policy that is good for the entire province, and then you have to also find additional things to do in the big cities, because they're unique. The bigger a city gets, the more complicated the issues, the more partnerships you need to have, the more collaboration you need to have. And I think we're demonstrating that we understand that, and we're doing the same thing in Calgary, which also has very unique needs. Well, the way parties are structured is they write policy that says, we believe the government should. So it's advice to government on the policies that matter to them. And then every year I've started doing an accountability session where I go through and say, here's what you said we should do, here's how we dealt with it. These are the ones that we implemented, these are the ones we partially implemented, and these are the ones we didn't implement, and here's why. And so I'll have another accountability session with members on Saturday before they go into that policy discussion. And I'm sure we'll have a lot of robust debate. But we also know, I mean, when we get elected, we wear a lot of hats. You get elected first to be the nominee for a political party, then you get elected in that riding to represent it. And if you're fortunate enough to have had enough of your colleagues get elected, you get to form government as well. But you have a responsibility to the broader electorate. And that's what we always have to do, is look at what our core membership says and then listen to the broader stakeholder community and see what we can move forward and implement. You always want to make sure you're implementing a policy agenda that has the majority support of Albertans. Sometimes it's a little more difficult to gauge, but that's why we go through a lot of town halls, why we went through the Alberta Next process, why we continue to do surveys. So I'll watch the debate with great interest, and then I'll also do my report so people see what we've already moved on from previous years.